Reignite your intuition to show to grow your intuitive self. This is the episode where I talk about: are spiritual toys or ads important? My name is Angela and I'm your host of the show and a highly intuitive person by birth who never lost her connection. I am the expert in supporting you, regaining your intuition and living a fulfilled and much easier life with it. Trusting fully your intuition takes time and is a very individual process. I share with you my knowledge and strategies I have developed to support yourself on a daily basis in any situation. By signing up to my freebie, you can support yourself to connect with your intuition. Go to angelahag.com, choose podcast and English. Okay, I must admit the title might not be that interesting or that clear. I am talking about spiritual stuff that you can buy. You can actually buy spiritual supporters for literally everything. And if I say everything, I mean everything. You can buy spiritual toys for energizing your food, energizing your drinks, that you sleep better, that you can disconnect with neighbors, etc. I totally use things like that, but not to energize food or drinks. I take them as supporters. They're ads as supporters. That's for me very important, that they're not doing the job, they're supporting me. For example, with friends, I had the issue that they had neighbors downstairs, that they had the feeling they sucked the energy out of them. And in my opinion, they were totally right feeling-wise. They did suck the energy out of them. So we just put a flower on the floor, a special symbol, underneath the carpet so nobody saw it, which is, in my opinion, a bit sad because I'd love to see it. But hey, so what? And it worked. It gave him a distance. It gave him a healthy distance. And I think that's so important. And I really, really like the fact that we have that options. But what I do not like the fact behind it is the industry. So in my opinion, for example, the story I tell you is a few years ago. There were about 15 people and we were in a course and it was a week-long course, but there was also possibility to just go there for one day, and I just wanted to have one day to learn something about special massages with special oils. And we were sitting there and we all drank water, and then this lady came and she had this thing in her hand. It looked like a normal pen. It was just like a pen. Then she looked at me, she was like, "Do you want your water energized?" And I looked at her like, "What?" "Yeah, with this pen I can energize your water." And I looked at her, was like, "No, thank you." "Yeah, but it's healthy to energize your water." And I just took my two hands, put them around the glass, and I was like, "Thank you so very much for being healthy for me." And she looked at me and was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't see a reason to buy something like that to energize things when we have our hands and our inner energy, and all of us have them. And there is a reason why we say thank you for our food that's coming." And I'm not talking about classical praying. I don't care if you thank God, the universe, or whomever for the food you have. But thank the food for being good for you. Thank the chocolate that it's healthy for you in that moment, supports you, is soul food, whatever. But stop buying stuff. That was $50, that thing. I asked her, I was like, "Oh my gosh, how expensive is that thing?" She's like, "Oh, that's $50. And I was like, holy crap. Are you serious? We're still talking about a pen with some light. I'm not saying that it's not working, but I'm saying that if we follow these ads or toys too much, we totally disconnect from reality. Be conscious. Be ready. We have so much within ourselves that we don't need so many supporters. There are things that support us that we have no idea. I have a picture from a lady in business, in a special business. She was actually working as a whore. She did paint a picture for my grandfather as a thank you for what he's done for her. and for all the others. And the picture itself is probably it's nothing special. I can't be objective about it. I'm totally emotionally connected. I love the picture. The energy that picture is sending me is amazing. It's saying thank you. It's saying live your life, go your way, be who you are. And things like that can be even more energetic than everything you buy in stores. I love to have energetic stuff. I love to be energized by these things, and I really appreciate that they are there. And I really think it's important that they do exist and all that. So be aware of what you buy and what you take. Don't think that you have to have this or that. Buy it or have it because you'd like to have this or that. That's the important part, is do I like to have it? Just because others have something is never, ever, 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 ever a reason to have something for you. That's just bullshit. That's just literally bullshit. And you don't need that. If you go to a store, you find something fancy, you know you don't have to have it. You can do it with your own energy, but you still like to have it, and it's not ruining you. Go for it. But it's for you and not for everybody else. I have my little figures that I need. I have them, and they have to have their places, and I talk to them. And they help me to support me to protect places. Or I have my little dragon. Oh yeah, that's it. I have my dragon. My dragon is not an energized dragon from anywhere, but it's the dragon I love to have in front of my door. It's my door protector. In Asian culture, dragons are protectors. Here we go. I have my door protector. He's protecting my door to open, my apartment. And I love him. And when I met him, he was just one of thousands in the same store. Nothing energized, nothing special. But when I touched him, I knew it's that one. I knew it's that dragon. And then we had this little ritual to meet each other, and I cleaned him, and I made sure that he's happy, and zack, we go along. And by the way, if I buy any figure like angels or dragons or whatever, they have to unpack all of them that I can look in their faces. I want to make sure their faces are beautiful, their faces are perfect for me, for my heart language. And this is very, 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 very important to me. That this matches, that this works, that this makes me and others happy. See? Doesn't take a lot. It actually just takes consciousness. One story I'm kind of proud of, but on the other hand, I was in the first minutes, I was like, what? I didn't get it. Hello? I knit. Yeah, I do. I do knit, and I like to knit. I like to do some hand working because it just empties my brain and activates my brain at the same time. That's one thing, and the other thing is I love that I'm able to do those things. So I once told one of my clients that I'm knitting, and I do like knitting, and I was really close to finish a jacket, but it took me quite a while to do it because I'm not someone who is pushing it. I just, did it. And then she wrote me, is there any chance that you could give me something that you've made by your hands that you knit? And I was just finished with the check, and I was like, ooh, to whom do I give that one? And then I was like, okay, I'll send it to her. She said she would pay, blah, 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 but I was like, for hell no, go get it. And I sent it to her, and she's so happy. And then in the first moment, I was like, why does she want something from me? And she said, it gives me this feeling you're here. And I'm like, wait a second, what? And then I checked it out, and I figured she doesn't want it as she's not able to have it herself. It's just as a supporter. She needs it as a supporter in the moments when she's not strong enough. And that's it. And it's not that she wants to kind of like copycat or anything. It's really just a supporter. And as a supporter, I'm totally happy to give anything to people if they feel supported by me, because that's how it should be, So I'm very proud that she asked for my homemade jacket. And this is how conscious you should be. Like, for example, if there's something that you need as a supporter, it might not be something that you must have, but it might be that you need it for you as a supporter. And then it's totally, absolutely fine if you take it as a supporter for you. So, do you know now if you need any toys or ads for your spiritual growth? Oh, yes, I do. I know you don't need them, but if you feel like, get them. But if you're not 100% sure, skip it. And wait, the right thing will come. It's pretty simple. It's called spirituality. Make sure the universe will make sure that you get what you really need and not what others think you need. Are you ready for reignition? Yeah? Then go to angelahack.com, choose podcast and sign up for the freebie with the link you find there. Thank you for listening to Reignite Your Intuition. If you like my podcast, please come back, tell friends and feel free to share with others how they can access the podcast. Have an intuitive day.